Part 2 of how to not let things bother us. Now, we're talking about verbal. Okay. We're talking about verbal. There's a huge difference between verbal and physical. In a physically violent situation, of course, you want physical violence to bother you. You don't want to be unbothered by physical violence. If you're in a physically violent situation, you must nip it yesterday before it becomes more severe and more common. You must nip it yesterday if it is a physically violent situation. Okay. In a physically violent situation, you don't just brush it off and not let it bother you. No, we're talking verbal. Whenever I'm talking about, don't let it bother you. I'm talking about verbal. You want physical violence to bother you, of course. Okay. Comment at the end of the event, comments within reason, common sense, okay? Should always specify verbal or physical, okay? In terms of advice. Because response and defense is different between in a verbal situation versus a physical situation. So we're talking about verbal stuff. It's mainly catastrophizing and association. That's why we get all hot and bothered, right? We're catastrophizing and we're associating. If someone's giving us a hard time, our brain tells us, I'm in hell with Satan, right? If someone's giving us a hard time, we catastrophize and we make ourselves feel like we're in the depths of hell fighting with Satan. Okay, that's where I am right now. Are you really in the depths of hell fighting with Satan? No, you're in the living room having an argument with somebody. You're on your couch texting. You're on your couch texting. You're not in hell with Satan. You're catastrophizing, okay? So that's what the first thing. Realize, I am here on my couch. I'm just here in the living room, just arguing with this person who's giving me a hard time. Or whatever, giving each other a hard time. I'm here, I'm not in hell with Satan. And that helps calm you down. It's another one way to not let it bother you. To realize you're not in hell with Satan. The person's not in Satan. The person's not Satan, and you're not in hell. You're here. Under the sun, or wherever you are. And you might not be in a comfortable place, okay? It's easy for me to say, I'm here all alone, I'm gonna relax, right? If you're in a house full of people who are driving you nuts, and maybe you don't have a quiet space. That's why I said in the earlier video, you have to find a quiet space somewhere. You have to find a quiet space where you can get away. Catastrophizing, no more catastrophizing. I'm in hell with Satan, and everything is going to end right here, right now. Pull yourself out of that trip. And you want yourself to calm down. Okay. Everything's cool. I'm here. Yes, I'm going through it right now, but I'm here. I'm not in a dungeon with Lucifer. Okay. That's not happening, is it? No. No more stop catastrophizing. That'll help you calm down a little bit. Help bring it down a notch. Association. He called me a dummy. I know what that means. I know what dummy means. Because we are trained to associate the word dummy with pain. We are trained. When someone calls you a dummy, you're supposed to feel hurt. Someone calls you a dummy, remember, you're supposed to feel hurt. If you call an alien, not that I believe in alien, I don't believe in UFO flying frog people. I don't know if I should have put that a nicer way, but to be blunt, I do not believe in alien UFO flying frog people. Okay. But pretend they exist. If you were to call a UFO flying frog person a dummy, would they collapse and feel hurt and heartbroken and rejected, like me, and I'm stupid? No, an alien is not going to feel any of those things. An alien is just going to blink at you. Can you please explain what an alien means? Can you please explain what a dummy means? If aliens think that way. If aliens were to think that way. They're just going to blink at you. They're not going to feel hurt, and it's not going to ruin their whole day, an alien day, however they keep time, whatever. They just go blinking. Okay? What does alien, or what does, oh, I keep saying alien. What does dummy mean? What does this dummy mean? Dun, dun. That's what they're going to do. You're not going to let it bother them, because there's no association. You have to disassociate. You have to turn into a psychopath and disassociate. Dummy. That's how you don't let it bother you. You disassociate. I don't have to feel hurt. I don't have to feel hurt. Now, that's not the same as ignoring constructive criticism. Always ask, why is this person calling me? I don't have to feel hurt. Yeah, it's not good. I don't like it. I don't have to like it. I don't have to love it. But I don't have to let it tear me apart either. You just analyze. Like someone delivered you a piece of mail. Open it up. Why do they call me a dummy? Am I acting like a dummy? What am I doing? What motivated them to call me a dummy? And you just... Objective, not subjective anymore. I'm a dummy. They don't like me. I'm a dummy. No. Dummy, huh? Am I being a dummy right now? If I am being a dummy, I need to change that, don't I? Thank you. I'll think about that. That's how you don't let it bother you. It takes practice, because if you're used to being like, I hate you now forever. If you're used to being like that, it's going to take some practice, right? It's going to take some practice. It's like riding a bike. You're not an expert bike rider the first time you get on a bike. You get some scratches because you're falling, right? But you keep getting on that bike. And say, don't let it bother you. Just learn to disassociate. And you don't become an ice cube. You just learn how to stay collected